When you say paradise, it comes from the Persian language and then Arabic too. Firdaus, it's the same root. When we say in English the gardens of Eden, it's Jannat Aden. That means where is born the Christian religion, as well as I know in the Middle East, where the garden, the oasis, is the paradise, Al-Firdaus. So the palace is a paradise, it's a garden. But why inside mathematics? Because they were the great masters of mathematics. We all count in Arabic because they gave us a cifr, the zero. The zero, well, they took it from the astronomical tables from India of the Sihnin. They said in Baghdad, the city of peace, Madinat al-Salam was Baghdad, the scientific, cultural center of the world during centuries, the city of peace, Baghdad. And on paper of China, in Baghdad, what did they say? They took the zero from the Indians and they create our numbers. 0, 10, 40 million. But then in Baghdad, on paper of China, they created algebra, the algebra, and Al-Khwarizmi created the logarithm. We all count in Arabic. The Alhambra is a prodigious work of mathematics. Okay. So the gardens say mathematics, but why then the paradise inside geometry, inside the mathematics? Because it translated in Baghdad, still in Baghdad, on paper from China, the Greek philosophy, falsafa. And they loved Plato, Platon, who said Plato. What is giving beauty inside the diversity of nature? Plato said symmetry. Symmetry. Then you have a garden, the mathematics, but you see you have also the letters. And sometimes look how the letters, the nature, mathematics and architecture makes. Here it's written Wala Ghalib illallah. Which means that there is no more conqueror than God. But here we have the same thing. Wa, El, Lam, Alif, A. That means the letters create geometry. They continue as an arch. Ghalib, the same thing as here. And then they finish like a flower. That means nature, architecture, all together, and letters. And some of the letters are adai, new, and then create a large another poem here at this level, but this poem is like the propaganda. Tabarak Allah, it's for the king, how strong you are always. There. وهي القبة العليا ونحن بناتها أو بناتها. We have the two. ولكن التفضيل والعز في جنسي جوارح كنت لا شك بينها وفي القلب تبدو قوة الروح والنفس. Which means this is the supreme dome. Look at the supreme dome. How they made this dome with thousands of stars, with 8,017 pieces of wood, cut so precisely to be inlaid, every piece inside the other. This is a prodigious work of mathematics. They didn't have computers. They were the great masters of mathematics. Every piece of these hundreds and thousands of stars had its own color. It was like a firework, this supreme dome. And in this supreme dome they have represented the seventh sky. Thousands of stars, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of great stars superposed, and the small cupola in the middle is representing the seventh sky, and then you have the throne of God. In the Islamic tradition, sustained by 8 angels, al-Malaika. So there they represented the throne of God. This is the whole of the throne. He is the only powerful. So he cannot transmit to the king who had this throne here, according to the poem, the power because he is the only powerful. But he transmits to the king a sulta, which means in Arabic, to the sultan, the authority. The power is to God, the authority is to the sultan. On what? On earth. That means we are between the seventh sky, here perfectly, and the earth, the city of Granada, the land, the territory. And he's right in the middle. That means it's a way to legitimate his power by God's will. And after he does whatever he wants, as usual, that means. Always to legitimate the power through the God's will, but everybody makes whatever he wants. Verse, and then translated in Canada. أنا الرب قد أصبحت بالحسن خالية تأمل جمالي تستفيد شر خالي, which means I am the garden, says the poet. I woke up surrounded by harmony. تأمل جمالي, gaze at my beauty, تستفيد شر خالي, and you will understand my essence. Look and you will understand, but تأمل is contempler. How do you say contempler in English?
Contemplate?